In the film Ironweed, Rudy and Francis happened upon this woman. She was lying outside in the cold, it was dark, and they were concerned for her. So Francis wanted to help the woman. Rudy said, "Oh, leave her, she's just a bum. You know, she's a drunk bum." And Francis said, she couldn't have been a bum all her life. Nobody is a bum all their life. What was she before she became a bum? Rudy said she was probably a whore. I've heard her talk about her being a whore. And Francis said she must have been something before she became a whore, before she became a bum. And Rudy said then she was probably just a little girl. So Francis said, yeah, that's good enough. So let's help her. So they saw that little girl in that woman, Sandra, I think her name was. And they helped her. They asked if she wanted some hot soup and she needed to get out of the cold. So that's what they did. They did not see a bum. They did not see a whore. They saw a little girl. Welcome back to my channel, The Bible with Tina. Today I am going to talk about Imago Dei, the image of God. We are all created in the image of God. Every single one of us, Christians, Muslims, all other faiths, we're all created in God's image. So we are all his image bearers here on earth. As Francis chose not to see that bum in Sandra, as he chose not to see the whore in Sandra, but he saw the little girl, so also we should try to see the image of God in every person we come across. No matter who they are, no matter what religion they practice, no matter what they've done, we should always try to see the image of God in each and every person. So by so doing, we bring Christ to the community. You know, you look at them and you say, what would Jesus say? What would Jesus do to this person? There was the story of Martin of Tours. He was in the army. And the story goes that he saw a poor beggar and he had nothing to give to this beggar. He was just an army. So he took his sword and he tore his army, he cut his army cloak in half and gave half to the beggar to cover himself because it was cold. And shortly after that, Martin had a vision where he saw Jesus talking to the angels and he was covering himself with an army cloth, and he told the angels that Martin gave him this cloth. That's when he realized that he was not covering the poor beggar, but he gave it to Jesus. The Bible does say that as you do it to these little ones, you do it to me. So that's Martin didn't look down on this poor man. He saw the image of God in him. So when you go out witnessing, try to see the image of God in every soul out there. And then you can bring the Missio Dei, the mission of God, to earth. That's what God wants us to do. Even though we are a church here, our churches should not just be limited to the church members. We should not only do things for our church members. When you do a barbecue, open your gates and invite the members of your community to come to the barbecue, not just for your members. When you're having an event in the church, open your door to the community. Drop a slip through their doors. Tell them they are all welcome. There will be food, there will be drinks. They should come, not just for your church members. You see the case of Sister Act. Before Whoopi Goldberg went there, their doors was closed. It was just the nuns inside doing their thing. before Whoopi Goldberg said, no, let's go out into the community. The song called them, it spoke to them, and they went out into the community. They opened the doors and people started coming in. You have to see the image of God in everyone, not just yourselves. You don't want what do you call it, echo chambers. I think that's what it's called. People who just believe what you believe. People, yes sir, people who will just agree with you. No, Jesus sent us out into the world to minister to everybody. You know, there are lost sheep out there. So you see the image of God in everyone. Once you are able to do that, then things will be so easy. You pray, ask the Lord to help you. There are some people that you meet, it's very, very difficult to see the image of God in them. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. There's some people that you just think, God, no, not this person. But that's what we are called to do. You have to bring the Missio Dei, the mission of God, and try to see the image of God in everybody. So just as Francis saw that little girl in Sandra, you also see the image of God in everyone and then help them.